Still can't believe you did it. Boom, £2 grand.
I hope you put sugar in this.
You were so cool, though. Like it didn't matter.
Oh, give it a rest.
Did you know what you were going to do before we went out?
Vic, please.
What's all this?
We're just having coffee.
Yeah, so I see.
And I'm, going. I'll see you later.
See you later.
I thought we agreed. If you brought somebody back, you asked first.
Well, I didn't think you'd want me to wake you at 4 o'clock this morning, sorry.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. You know that money I got for the divorce?
Mm-hmm.
I blew the whole lot last night.
You blew £2,000? How?
Roulette. It was a blast. It was worth it. Just to see the look on Vic's face. And yours.
I didn't expect to see you up and about. In fact, I was hoping you wouldn't be.
Go foursome.
Oh,
Had to get away from the office and all that Alma business.
and me.
No, of course not. You know, you should have phoned. Saved yourself a journey.
I had naught better to do. Hey, I could come with you.
You'd be bored.
Watching you in a foursome.
My partner's 70-something. The other two are Fred Elliott and Nobby Broadhead. It won't be fast, and it certainly won't be pretty.
Night.
Eh?
Hey?
Tell you what, I'm ready for a cuppa.
So, why didn't you go to Blackpool then?
Well, we decided not to go because our Jack didn't feel up to it.
I thought you weren't going to say no.
Well, I've got to say something, especially when she's accusing me of swinging lead.
What, you been bad again, Jack?
No, it went out. I'm fine, love.
He had one of his attacks, you know, during the night.
Is that you, V? Getting him overexcited?
How likely is that?
No, he won't do it, no. That's what's so worrying.
No, but the doctor said it could happen occasionally.
Anyway, he's got to get as much rest as he can. No excitement and no exertion.
No change there, then. So I've got a broke, comatose barmaid, a cleaner who's never going to get the bar ready, and a barman who's got to take it easy and not exert himself. Well, great start to my day.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and hold out your hand.
Kevin, the girl's in the bedroom.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
What's this?
It's a bank book. And there's 50 quid in there as well.
You what?
Towards a holiday. A romantic holiday. Just us two.
Well, romantic holidays usually are, but I'm still not with you.
Well, whenever I get any spare cash, it goes in there. That way, I won't be tempted to spend it on anything else but you.
I swear she knew exactly what she was doing.
Well, I hope she did. I mean, £2,000 is a lot of money, especially to someone like Leanne.
Yeah, but that was just it, though. It was like it didn't matter, loose change.
And when she lost?
Not a flicker. Just got me to pay for the taxi home.
And it never occurred to you to stop her?
Oh, you what? I think if I'd stood between her and the roulette table, she'd have walked straight through me.
How could she do it, though, Vic? I mean, I could just about understand spending it, but a few games of roulette?
You don't understand the buzz. I think the craziest thing I've ever seen you do is roll over your school skirt waistband to make it shorter.
Well, everybody did that, didn't they? Besides, I walked out on this place. That was pretty crazy, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, so crazy you're now a trainee manager with a supermarket chain. No, you need to come out with me one night. Bring a whole week's pay, risk it, and you'll see.
Oh, get real, Vikram.
I hope you're paying for that milk.
No, I'm stealing it. I'm building up my crazy streak.
Before you say anything, Ken, I'm out of work, not dead. This is a necessity.
I didn't say a word. Anyway, something will come up soon enough.
You reckon? Even though I'm technically still a criminal until me appeal. That's assuming everything goes as planned. And do you honestly think Mike's going to give me a reference out after walking out on him like that?
Look, there are plenty of people who know the truth. I mean, what about his sister? She'll know if there are any vacancies at Freshco's.
Oh, come on, Ken. I don't know the girl any better than you do.
There's Curly, who likes you. He's the manager.
And there's Alma, who doesn't. Let's face it, Ken. I don't stand a chance.
Then there's Uncle Mervyn.
No, absolutely not.
Maxine, we've got to invite him.
No, not after that business in the bus station.
He wasn't on his medication.
What if he does it at my wedding?
What am I supposed to say to him?
Send Dad, that's what you usually do.
And what about your family, Ashley? No more little surprises there, I hope.
No, of course not.
So the best man's not going to turn out to be your sister or anything?
I haven't got a sister.
Have you decided who you're having yet?
I thought I'd ask Gary.
Gary Mallet?
From across the road. He's a right nice bloke.
A right nice knucklehead. I'm not having Gary Mallet on my wedding photos.
Hey?
The best man has to run things. He's got to have charm and a sense of humour. The only thing that makes you laugh about Gary is the thought of him in a morning suit.
He's a mate. He's been a good pal to me.
He's a window cleaner. A part-time one at that. Don't think he even owns a tie.
He's a good lad, Gary. He won't let me down.
Well, you're not having him. You'll just have to find someone else.
But
Ashley, a word of advice. Think again. You heard what she was like about Mervyn. I'd sit him at the back, near the door.
Yeah.
Don't do too much, will you, Jack?
No, I don't. I'm just going to ease myself into it.
So you've got a week's holiday booked next week. Going anywhere exotic?
Cornwall.
For the eclipse. I really don't see what all the fuss is about myself.
Well, it's the once-in-a-lifetime experience. Why don't you come?
You are kidding.
No. I've got a tent. From Dave Sharple's in the cold store. And somewhere to pitch it.
A tent?
It's a big one. Lots of room, privacy.
The last time I was in a tent, I was on Brownie Pack holiday, and even at 9 I hated it.
Well, the next full eclipse won't be for the next 90 years.
Well, that's how long it'd take you to persuade me to use a chemical toilet in a field. I can't tell you how much that is my idea of hell.
You're not doing too badly.
I'm sorry, Colonel. Listen, thanks for the drink and the invite. See you back at work, eh?
There you go.
Cheers. Hey, how's the trip to the races shaping up?
Oh, not bad, actually, Les. A select little bunch of Weatherfield's finest, you know, from you to Audrey Roberts.
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, are you going along, Jacko?
Well, why not? I could just do with winning some decent money off the bookies. Natalie, put me and Alvira's name down for it, will you?
What, you sure you're up to it?
Oh, I'm as right as rain. Last night when Nell teaches Alvira panicking. You know what women are like?
I do, actually. So you won't mind if I nip out the back and put my feet up for 5 minutes, will you?
Is Leanne coming through, is she?
Well, no, she's sleeping off last night. But you'll manage. I expect you need to earn some extra wages to lose at the races.
Yes.
A pint of bitter and a sweet white wine, please, Jack.
How come Mike's not with you?
Oh, I packed him off to play golf. Reckon he needed to wind down.
Well, I thought that's what he had you for.
There's more to me and Mike than just that, you know. Your lord and master didn't mind you coming out then.
Kevin's not like that.
I don't know how you do it, Alison, playing second fiddle to his kids all the time.
I'm not. Not anymore. We're saving up to go on holiday, just the two of us.
Blackpool Illuminations?
I hope not. I fancy Greece, but I don't see the point of spending money in here when I could be trying to save money.
How'd you fancy drinking for free?
Eh?
I reckon that Alma must have been an alky or something. There's bottles of stuff all over the flat. And I've got the key. Jack, can we cancel those drinks?
Right.
Wait till you see the flat. It's a bit old-fashioned, but I could make it nice. And you won't have to mind the bed not being made. Me and Mike left it in a right mess.
There we are, ladies.
£2 there with the rest,
Thank you, Audrey.
Come on now, just don't take any notice of her.
I can't believe it, with the cheek of the little cock. I felt like slapping her face.
Oh, well, wouldn't she have loved that, stooping to her level? Alma, just remember, you have got one thing that she will never have. Class, all right? Mind you, if you'd said, I'd have slapped her face for you.
You wouldn't let a little personal discomfort get in the way of a unique experience, would you?
You're not still thinking about getting your nipples pierced, are you?
No. I'm talking about the eclipse. I mean, I've got a tent, a big one, enough room for 2 more. I've even got the site booked, everything.
What, and you want me to come with you?
Well...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great.
Well, actually, the person I was thinking of is a lot better looking than you.
Oh, right.
Seeing as though she's not up for it, well, yeah, why not? Go on, then.
You sure? I mean, I wouldn't be cramping your style.
I wish.
Oh, brilliant. Same again?
Yeah. And if you snore, you're a dead man.
It's lovely.
Could do with brightening up a bit, though. Still, I suppose that was her. Mike likes things brighter and fresher.
Are you sure he won't come back?
No, not for ages yet. Anyway, what if he does? I didn't nick the key, you know.
So, how often do you stay here, then?
Oh, all time, nearly. Only pop back to mine now and again. Mike needs the rest, bless him.
Well, has he asked you to move in, then, now that everybody knows?
Well, he'd like me to, obviously, but I like being mates with you lot.
Well, being mates didn't count for much when you were seeing him in secret.
Don't get mardy on me. Mike made me promise. How could I tell you?
I wouldn't have told her so.
Not even Kevin?
No. But... So it's serious?
Like I say, I'm not turning me back on my mates because of him. There ain't a bloke worth that anyway. Not even Mike.
Look, I better get going or Kevin will be wondering where I've got to.
Let him wonder. Have a drink.
No, thanks. It'd be awful if Baldwin came in.
I told you he won't be back for ages.
Right, well, see ya.
Yeah, of course.
Hi.
Hiya.
You all right?
Yeah, why shouldn't I be?
If you're wondering if she's been crying her eyes out over that money, she hasn't.
Good.
I have, though. If you can throw away £2,000, I must be paying you too much. You should have saved some, Leanne.
Oh, you don't understand.
Well, I do, actually. And if you had saved some, you could have backed a few outsiders at the races next week.
Oh, yeah, that trip. Do you fancy it? There's lots of people going.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Can't go.
Why not?
My dad's name's down here. Someone's got to look after the shop. I'll tell you what, let's just put our names at the top.
Why?
Because then it looks like we were there first, and he's the one that's got to stay behind.
I'll pretend I didn't hear any of that.
People are going mad about it, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's a big deal. I mean, the next time there's a solar eclipse in this country, I'll be pushing up the daisies and you'll be 108.
Don't talk like that.
And that's what it means. You know, the birds will think it's night and they'll all stop singing.
Like we'll notice that in Weatherfield.
They also reckon an evil despot will be born in the hours of darkness.
What do you think?
Me? I'm going for the gig. It'll be like Glastonbury. Massive. Just loads of people all wanting to experience, feel something dead special.
Wow. I wish I were going.
Yeah, well, it's important for you to open yourself up to new experiences.
Not much chance of that round here. Probably nobody will even notice. And nobody understands what it means like you.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm in touch with my earth, aren't I?
My mum would probably let me come, you know, if I told her about opening myself to new experiences.
Well, I wish you could be there, but it's not my shout. Well, it's Curly's tent, sort of. His car. Sorry.
Hey, Natalie, you'll do all right at the races if you stick with me.
Oh, yeah?
I worked at the course, remember? I've got plenty of inside info.
From the horse's mouth, you mean?
Wrong end. He was mucking out stables.
Hey, I talked to people, I did. I've got a foolproof betting system.
Oh, so have I. You tell me what you're backing, I'll put my money on somewhere else.
All right, cheers.
Thank you.
I don't know what she's got against Gary. I suppose could ask next year, be my best man. He used to have some right laughs.
Don't think I know him.
We fell out when Ollie Morehouse did my maths homework and I won't let him copy. It were wrong and all. We've never spoke since.
How old were you?
14.
So by now he could be a mass murderer.
I think I'd have read somewhere if he were.
It's supposed to be somebody close, Ashla.
Well, he's Boris from work.
You don't want Boris. You want Gary. Now, don't you back down on this. I say don't back down on this. It's your wedding every bit as much as it's hers. You decide who's going to be best man.
Fred's right, lovey. A woman needs a man to be strong and firm.
If you don't put your foot down now, that's it. She'll walk all over you for the rest of your life. You tell her it's your decision.
Yes. Tell her Fred says that you're to make up your own mind.
I don't know. She got dead stroppy about it this morning.
Yes, but she's overwrought. I mean, it's all part of the traditional wedding. Mind you, I'll tell you, I'll be as glad as you are when it's all over.
There you go.
Thank you. You know, I've been thinking. Vikram was having a go at me this morning about not being daring enough.
Well, now's your chance to prove him wrong by coming to Cornwall with me and Spider.
Spider?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's his kind of thing, isn't it?
Well, you didn't mention him before.
Well, he wasn't coming before.
Oh, well, I'm definitely out in that case. I mean, you know what he was like with me 2 months back. I mean, sharing a tent with him and a once-in-a-lifetime experience like the eclipse, it's bound to get the wrong idea.
Well, I could put him off.
No, don't be daft. Like you say, it's his kind of thing. And to be honest with you, if I've got to do something more daring, I'd rather go bungee jumping than sleep in a tent.
Pint and a white wine, please, Leanne. Surprised to see you here. Thought you might be busy spending your ill-gotten gains.
Well, actually, it's already gone. At the casino last night, it was great.
You what?
Yeah, lost the lot. Blew every penny of your stinking £2 grand.
You are joking.
No.
Flaming hell, Leanne.
After all you put us through for that money.
Hey, what's this about £2 grand?
Are you sure you still want a white wine, Gail? Look like you could do with a brandy to me.
I couldn't resist having a good nosy. But I was dead frightened Mr. Baldwin had come back.
Oh, why? If she's living with him, you can't expect her not to have friends round, can you?
But I don't think she is. There's not enough of her stuff there.
All right, little Sherlock Holmes, aren't you?
I feel really sorry for her.
You are, sweetie.
Why?
I can't think of anyone else who'll have any sympathy for Linda Sykes, but you seem to look for the best in everyone, don't you?
Well, it's better than being the other way.
Yeah, well, I reckon she's going to need you soon enough.
What do you mean?
Well, bound to end in tears, isn't it? You know, I mean, she's a young, fit lass and he's, what, pushing 60.
I'm sure she knows exactly what she's doing, and if it does end up in tears, Baldwin will be the one who's crying.
I hope this isn't inconvenient, me coming here like this.
If you mean is Ken in, no. Drink?
Yeah, why not?
Not rushing back to Linda, then?
We don't live together, you know.
None of my business.
I need you back there, Deirdre, before the place falls apart.
Mike, there are plenty of people out there far more qualified than I am, if that's what you want.
No, I don't. I've had enough change in my life these last couple of months. The last thing I want is some outsider coming in and changing things.
Then give the job to Linda.
Look, she's a good kid, whatever you may think of her. But she couldn't run that office. I'll talk some sense into her. Now, come on, Deirdre, please.
Cheers. Oh, that's right.
I don't believe you blew £2 grand in one night.
Oh, it's not to do with you.
It flaming well is. Getting money out of them plats was my idea. Remember?
Pint, Gary.
Oh, yes, please. What's wrong now, Les?
She only blows her divorce settlement in one night. 2,000 flipping pounds.
Ooh, what I could do with £2 grand.
You know, you'd have paid a solicitor hundreds for the advice I gave you. And what do I get out of it? Flaming nouts.
Look, I didn't want the money. I just wanted my life back. Nobody calling the shots. Not Nick, not the Platts, and not you, all right?
Well, it's disgusting if you ask me. Turning your back on your family like that.
Yeah, well, there's been plenty of times when you should have spent money on your family instead of beer, so consider yourself paid back.
See? Told you should have listened to me.
I did listen. You gave me no option. Martin, I don't care what she did with the money. She could have spent it on clothes, holidays, or having her hair done. If you think I'm going to walk round in a hair shirt with you and that self-righteous look on your face, forget it.
Well, the ironing beckons.
Oh, leave the ironing, Curly. I'm going for a pizza.
A pizza?
Yeah, I've got chores to do as well, but I'm putting them off. I'm exploring my wild side.
No, going for a pizza is not exactly bungee jumping.
Well, I'm building up slowly, all right?
Hello. We're doing something crazy. Fancy coming?
How crazy?
We're putting off the washing and the ironing, and we're going for a pizza.
No, thanks. I don't think I'll bother.
All right, see you.
Hi.
Hiya. Where are we going then?
Can I buy you a pint, Gary?
No, that's a question that should be asked more often.
2 pints, please, Natalie.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a favour I wanted to ask.
Oh, yeah. No such thing as a free lunch, is there?
Well, we've been through some right times together, haven't we?
Yeah, I suppose we have. What with your Shannon and Zoe?
You know, when Shannon died, I never thought I had the right to be happy again. Not when something so unfair happened to baby.
Well, sometimes I look at my too. I think the same thing. But you can get over anything with time. You're happy now, aren't you, with Maxine?
Aye, dead happy.
So what's this favour, then?
Well, to be honest, I need a best man. Well, I wondered if you fancied it.
Yeah? Yeah. If you're sure.
Well, there is another reason, apart from that Zoe and Shannon stuff.
Why?
Aye, I wanted someone who looks as daft as me in a morning suit.
Before Julia Stone came into my life, things couldn't have been better. In one moment of vanity, hey, this young, beautiful bird fancies me, and all gone.
You're not the first to make that mistake.
Ah, I used to make decisions. Now I just react and wonder what's going to happen next.
So this is about not being in control? Mike, most of us live like that all the time.
No, it's more than that. I'm too old for change. I don't even know if I'm coping. And you leaving, well, that was the last straw.
Mike, don't put this on me. My position at the factory was impossible, and you know it.
I'll talk some sense into her, I promise.
It's not Linda who needs sense talking into her, it's you. She's a taker. You were vulnerable. That is the only reason why she managed to get to you. I mean, do you love her?
No. I'm very fond of her.
Mike, you're fond of pets.
Well, I mean, maybe, yeah, I mean, in time I could get to love her.
And what about Alma? You still love her?
Oh, well. Yeah, well, when she left, it broke my heart. I mean, all right. I mean, she was in her right to leave, but I wonder if I really did love her when I was going to throw it all away on one fling with Julia Stone.
And do you have an answer?
Yeah, I've got lots, but I don't know which one's right. Do I want Alma back? I mean, do I want the comfort of that?
So, what are you saying? This is all just a front for Alma's benefit?
No. No, I like being with Linda, but it's like you say, it's what do I want? I feel like I'm running out of choices. And I'm scared stiff what'll happen if I make the wrong one.